What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Shop Mini RC. I'm Ken, and today we are taking a look at something not so mini. These are some big boy toys here. These are for the Ryft that we're going to be building, which is a large 10th scale. It's probably closer to an 8th scale, but it is what it is. It is a beast, though. So we picked up these two XERUNs or XERUNs from Hobbywing. We got the 2800 kV 540L motor, and then the 80 amp AXE R2. They have FOC technology, which is field of control technology. Here's the backs. They are sweet, at least from what I've seen. So we're going to get into these guys, and yeah, I'll show you kind of what they're about. We're going to get them installed ASAP. We want to get this guy running. And yeah, it should be a beast for sure. Look at this motor, man. This is definitely one of the bigger motors we've dealt with from an RC standpoint. Oh, there we go. And this setup is censored. It is a censored setup. So we've got our sensor cable here, and then our A, B, and C motor leads. Now, I know it's just a motor, but I love the machining on this stuff. It looks good. It looks real good. It's very, very beefy. 2800. Maybe we should have gone for the 33550. I don't know. Hopefully this guy works. I'm pretty sure it should fit in the Ryft, but we'll find out. I'm kind of learning along the way here, guys, so you're learning with me. Or maybe you know more than I do, and others are learning with me. All right, let's see here. Little built-in cooling fan. There's our censored wire. I think some of the past ones screwed in or had like a little screw piece that screwed over. Now they just plug in, so that seems nice. I heard that the screw-in version was just kind of a pain. Basically kind of slide it on and then you try to screw like a cap over. These seem totally fine and secure. It's not going anywhere. There's our battery lead. Okay. Comes with the XT60, pretty standard. There's our servo, or not servo, but our receiver wire and power, plus a set button. And then the fan power. Got us some double-sided tape, as well as our shrink tube, and there's the user manual. All kinds of info in here. We're not going to go through all of this, but you can if you want. You can download this on their website. It also shows that you can use the Hobbywing Link app. I believe you need the little programmer card to plug in. I think maybe it just already has Bluetooth built in. That would be pretty sweet. We do have the little Hobbywing Link dongle that you can plug in for the little guys, for this guy actually. We run this Hobbywing on our Mini Zs, or at least on one of them. All right, so that'll be cool. We'll see if it's got Bluetooth without the dongle. We'll let you know. And our Hobbywing stickers and some zip ties. Very, very cool, guys. So first things first, we got to get this guy soldered up and then installed and then soldered up. So these big guys are going to prove to be difficult on our workbench because we're kind of set up for the little guys, and these things are, well, I can't fit it on my workspace. So we're going to have to figure out something else to work on this guy, and I don't know if we're going to be able to show all the installation on video. So we're probably just going to get this guy installed, and we'll come back and show you and run through some of the features with the Hobbywing Link app. And yeah, so anyway, here's where we're at. So like I said, this guy is much bigger than we're used to. I mean, this is usually what we work on. Look at it. So yeah, that's a beast. Here's our motor that we're going to be throwing in. This is the XERUN AXE or AXE 540L So 2800 kV with FOC. And then, like I said, the Hobbywing AXE R2. We'll be throwing that guy on there. And this is an 80 amp. So this is our first time doing a big guy like this. And yeah, we're going to get this installed. And we'll come back when it's in, I guess. This thing's going to be insane. Absolutely insane. It's a 2-speed as well. It's 2-speed. Right now, we've got it built with open diffs, and then it's locked in the transmission. So there's 3 different diffs per se, and we locked the transmissions, and the front and rear are open right now. So you've got essentially open gearing in there for going fast. Not the best for crawling, but good for going fast. We'll probably end up locking the front and rear diffs, so all the diffs will be locked, and we'll use it kind of more as a crawler. So that's more our thing. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not trying to bash it up too bad, but maybe it just turns into kind of a dirt or rock basher. We'll see. Let's go ahead and get this stuff installed, and we'll be back. All right, we got the motor all in, and we got a pinion in. We went ahead and went with the 14-tooth pinion. We used this guy, the ProTech RC. There's also a little sleeve that you put in there because this is the 3.175 versus a 5mm. The pinion is a 5mm, and the shaft on the motor is the 3.175. So we had to do that. We've also got all of our electronics in our little waterproof or water-resistant box. We're going to be running the Noble, not the Pro. We're just going to use the regular Noble on this one. Our Pro is pretty filled up with mini Zs and mini Bs. So we're going to use the regular Noble on this guy. We have a shift servo in there. I don't know if we're going to keep the shift, the 2-speed or not. We don't have the appropriate adapter for the servo saver. So we just kind of got it makeshifted in there. I don't know if you can see it. But we took a longer servo horn and had it kind of slotted so that it'll move, and it works. It's just, it doesn't seem very reliable, and I don't know if it's going to even be reliable with the with this guy if we were to throw that in there. There are some people that make adapters for this servo spline for the servo saver bottom portion, the little adapter part. NSDRC is one of those, so we may end up picking that up, just a little 3D printed part, but then it lets you use all your servo saver parts on these higher end micro servos like the NSDRC or this guy here. Yeah, so we're going to get this soldered up, and we should be good then. All right, we're all soldered up. Looks good. Hook up our sensor wire and turn it on and see. I have the front drive shaft disconnected. Man, that's loud. It's like she goes there. So we still have to, we've got to do our neutral zone or endpoints or whatever from the ESC to the remote. So we're going to set that, and then we're going to get it all together.
Welcome to Noble.
So setting your throttle range is super important. It lets the ESC know what the physical limitations essentially of your remote are: full throttle, full brake, and neutral. You're going to want to make sure that your remote is set to 0 on everything. Basically, your endpoints are set to 100 on your throttle, and then 0 on your trim, and just basically all the default settings. And then you can go ahead and turn on your ESC holding the set button. So hold the set button, turn on. When we let go, it'll be blinking. And we've got our wheels off the ground and our front drive shaft's disconnected, so if something were to go crazy, the car's not just going to drive off on us. When you're beeping like this, make sure your throttle's in neutral, and then you can hit the set button. It'll beep once, then you can pull the trigger. It'll beep or blink twice, and then you can full reverse, and it'll beep or blink 3 times. And now your endpoints and your neutral zone are set. Okay. All right, so we're all good there. Now we're going to get her back together, and then we can mess with, I guess, driving it. Ha! So the 14 tooth we got was actually a mod 8.8, a mod 0.8. We thought, I don't know why, I just kind of trusted him. We were looking it up, and he's like, oh, we got a 32 pitch, 14 tooth, it should be fine. And I just trusted the Hobbytown guy. Oops. Just kidding. He was trying to help, and we just didn't pay attention. We needed a mod 1. So we were clicking and clanking, and it was not sounding good. So we pulled it off real quick, and we put the stock 17 tooth in. We're probably still going to go get a 14 or 13 tooth. I think 13 is the smallest we can put on here. So we'll try that eventually, but for now, we'll just use the 17 tooth that it came with. Again, we kind of want to do some crawlery stuff with it, so we're probably going to end up locking the front and rear diffs and the smaller pinion for sure, just so we have some good slow crawl. But for now, 17 tooth will work, and we'll go smashy bashy and hopefully not crashy just a little bit, just for fun. We got to put our cover back on, and I think we're good. Our shift servo is a little loud, but we're going. Woo! All right, we need to get it. It's dangerous in here. All right, so we have the Hobbywing app here. The truck is on, and we're going to go ahead and link it. Searches for Bluetooth, and it looks like it's got Bluetooth built in, so that's awesome. We weren't totally sure if we needed the plug-in or not. Do a firmware update. Let's see. We already have the most recent firmware, so that's good. These are your app settings. All right. So you can connect through Wi-Fi. That's interesting. Change your password on your Bluetooth. I think the default password is all 8s. And then it pulls the information here. One of the things about this Bluetooth is it basically disconnects it makes the car not work while you're in the Bluetooth settings. So you can't change these on the fly, but you can change them, and they write fairly quickly. You can change all your settings here, obviously. I wish the voltage cutoff told you what voltage it was cutting off at, instead of just a low, intermediate, and high. That would be nice. I do like how it shows you the defaults, though, the asterisks. So if you change it, you know what the default should be. Then we have our advanced settings here: turbo timing, delay, drag brake force, drag brake increase rate, neutral range, throttle increase rate, the BEC voltage. We should probably crank that up, actually. Yeah. Our shifts, I was like worried about our shift servo. Our shift servo should be good on that too. Motor rotation, and then our kV rating, which we can't change here for some reason. But then you go ahead and save. You can also export your settings and import those settings, and then rename it so that you've got a different name. If you have multiple Bluetooth modules, multiple ESCs, you can rename it. Either way, pretty simple, straightforward app. I wish it adjusted on the fly, but I kind of understand why maybe they don't want that to happen. It's safer this way, and I bet the ESC has to reset. Either way, that's that. Pretty simple and straightforward. All right, we got it all installed and ready to run. Got our Hobbywing ESC right there in the middle. I love how it shows through on the Ryft in the interior. Pretty sweet. You can't really see our motor in here because it's all covered up by the interior at this point. but it should be good. It fits right in there nice and snug. As I mentioned earlier, we plan on running like a 13 or 14 tooth pinion as soon as we get that in, because we do want to be able to do a little bit of crawling. We're going to lock the front and rear diffs. We haven't done that yet. Just the center diff is locked. And yeah, once we get those pinions in, we will probably swap it over to the 14 or 13 tooth. We're running the 2800 kV. Yeah, seems good. We need to go get some running footage now. You can see we detailed out our wheels and our interior and our fuel cell in the back. Hell, even our diff covers, we added a little bit of chrome to the bolts. Can't really tell, but it's just a little bit of little detail accent there. So I think that's pretty good. Pretty cool little rig. Well, not little. Ha! This is a biggie for us. But definitely seems cool. We glued our tires, so hopefully those stay on well. And yeah, I'm excited. Should be fun. All right. So we're out here. We're going to run this little guy. We're going to see if we can find a cool spot to kind of run around a little bit. Oh man, did we already break something? Looks like we did. Man, not even 10 minutes into running it. We didn't even get to make it over to these awesome steps. Look at this place. Isn't this wild? Oh, we're still kind of going. I don't know what that's about. That's a pretty damn steep hill there. Man, what is going on? We're in gear. Well, that was short-lived. Well, damn. I don't know what happened to this thing. I'm sure it's a pinion or a spur or something in there. We're gonna have to take her back apart and see what it's about. Didn't even get through like a quarter of a battery. Ugh. All right, let's get back and figure out what went wrong. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The Hobbywing seems to be doing fine. Obviously, there's something else going on in there, but I don't think it has anything to do with the Hobbywing motor or ESC. We'll get it open. I'm going to wait for the pinions to come in. Like I said, when we get the 14 or 13 tooth pinion, we'll throw that in here. So that's when we'll open it up and look and figure out what's going on. But yeah, it seems good so far. We were able to, while we were out there, we adjusted drag brake real quick and just made some minor adjustments, and then we're up and running again in no time. So the Bluetooth is super nice, super convenient. You don't have to plug in anything or just do anything. Just turn on your phone, go to the app, and you are good to go. So yeah, anyway guys, we'll have more videos on this, I'm sure. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, do all those things you do at the end of videos you like. And yeah, be sure to subscribe, guys. Like I said, we usually do minis, but we're going to do some of the bigger stuff. Not a ton, but some. So if you're interested in some of the bigger stuff, definitely check it out. And if you're interested in the minis, we have a whole ton of videos. So check those out as well. And yeah, get out there and build something awesome. Smash it, crash it, and bash it. But hopefully we didn't break an expensive part.